What is going on, guys? My name is Lieben, and man, am I excited for today's video. So finally I have pulled out the catalytic converters and actually the entire exhaust from the Gray Z. You guys can see down here, underneath here we have the Gray Z, and there is nothing. So now that I have it taken off of the Gray Z, I'm actually gonna go out and take the exhaust that my Blue Z has and basically just swap them over. So these right here are the Berk's catalytic converters, and because I had it here on the Gray Z that we basically haven't really driven or anything like that, these don't look that bad. I mean, they look a little discolored because of the heat and all that, but it was really easy to take off. There was no rust on the bolts or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna head outside and start disassembling the Blue Z. Okay guys, so I'm out here in my Blue Z. First thing I'm gonna have to do is disconnect the battery, take off this strut bar, and then also take off the air intake so I can actually reach some of the bolts that go in on top right here. Okay guys, so now that I have went ahead and disconnected the battery, I took off the bar here and the air intake. I can try to show you guys the bolts that I'm talking about. It might be too dark, but there is one bolt right there that you can only get from this side of the catalytic converter, and on the other side, it's gonna be somewhere in that direction there. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is jack up the car, spray it with some penetrating oil. Hopefully that makes it easier for them to come off, and then after those two are out, there's only two other ones holding it in to the manifold, but those I can go ahead and get from the other side. So here is a better look. Right here would be where the catalytic converter is at, but because this whole exhaust system has been changed by the previous owner, it's just a test pipe. Right here is the exhaust manifold, and then here is where I will be disconnecting it from. Because this has already been replaced, it seems like they did everything going towards the same side. The bolt comes in through here, it goes out that way, and it has a nut holding it into place. Normally, like with the Gray Z that it's inside, these ones, if I remember correctly, this one right here and then the one on the back side go in a different direction than this one right here. So this one right here on each side, so the inside one here is the transmission. This one I got I unscrewed from the top, and then these ones I unbolted from this side right here, and it was the same for this one over here as well. One thing that actually seems to help a lot too, it's more work, is replacing the brace, the bracket that protects the undercarriage. This one I took off a while back ago when I was working. Can't remember what I was working on, and I never put it back on. It's still doable with the brace, the bracket down here. It's a little more uncomfortable. As you can see right here, I have all this open space, so it will make it a lot easier. That is just something to keep in mind, whether you guys want to do that extra step in taking it off or not. I found it to be able to do it regardless. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and take these off to put on the actual catalytic converter. Okay, so now you can see it is loose. I went ahead and loosened all the bolts. It was actually the outside one, this one right here, that you're supposed to get from up there. I was able to use like a very long multiple extensions to get to this one from on top, and then these was right here I just did from the bottom down here. And like I said, it's probably a lot easier for me because this has already been replaced. These were not, they were tight, but I wasn't scared of breaking them or anything like that. I've seen somewhere the thread on here, like you can't even tell that there's a thread, And when it's like that, I mean, it's yeah, if it breaks, it's gonna be very interesting time trying to get it out. But hopefully, if any of you guys do it, it's not too bad and you guys are able to get it off. I've gone ahead and loosened those bolts right there too, which is why it is loose now. The other step you have to do is take the O2 sensor off. There's one on each side. The good thing that there's only two, because the other one, can't see it on this one here, but the other one normally it's here on the manifold. But yeah, the next clip is gonna be with this off, and I'll be comparing it next to the one I have with the actual catalytic converter. Okay guys, and here we have them both side to side. These ones are gonna be the ones I'm gonna put in. They have one catalytic converter. These ones right here are the ones that came with my Blue Z. It's just a straight test pipe. Yeah, pretty much. What's gonna end up happening is that with these ones it is gonna sound a bit quieter. I'm pretty sure of that, and I do want that, because with this one it just, the drone was like really loud inside the car, and sometimes it would get obnoxious, and I would like something a little bit quieter. One thing to note is that it only takes one bolt to cause you a problem. I spoke too soon. I thought it was gonna be easier, but this one ended up getting cross-threaded and I just ended up breaking it off. Here are the other ones. The good thing is that these ones come with hardware too, so I'll just use some of those. These ones I'm gonna go ahead and spray down with some penetrating oil and clean off the threads, and go ahead and attach those the Berk catalytic converters back on. Okay, and there we have it guys. So as you guys can see, I have installed both of them back on. There is this side, and then there is that side right there. It wasn't that bad. It was, the only challenging part was, like I said, that bolt on this side here that got cross-threaded. That was kind of a pain, putting it back. Right now I tightened some of the bolts, not all of them. I have to finish tightening them up, and then after that I will turn on the car and show you guys how it sounds having these catalytic converters on, compared to just the test pipe, which doesn't have anything. I also, like I said, I believe I said earlier in the video, I did remove the complete exhaust from the Gray Z. I will be installing it on this car. It will be in a different video because it is already starting to get dark, and I know if I start I will not be able to finish it, and I do need to take this car to my job tomorrow because it is my daily. But like I said, stay tuned and I will show you guys a difference of how it sounded before I put these on and then after. But yeah, this was just a quick little video of showing you guys how to replace the cats. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to replace the remaining part of the exhaust. Alright, see you guys in the next one.